This is the best flow and jumps trail in WA. Change my mind. You know that feeling when you're riding and everything just clicks? The berms feel perfect, your jumps are dialed in, and you really feel like a pro. Well, Barney, that's 1.1 kilometers of exactly that feeling. I hit the bottom, legs were tired, I was all puffed out, but all I was thinking was, let's go ride this thing again. It's that good. So today we're talking about Barney. It's one of the new installments in the Pemberton Arboretum Trail Network in the southwest of WA. Built by the team at Magic Dirt, it's one of those trails that you can just ride and never get sick of it. Always find a new line and always find a new feature you just want to hit better. Situated on the main trailhead of the new network, it's the most right trailhead when looking down the hill and leads into some nice berms into the first jump section, which is a series of tabletops. The last of these is a nice little hip jump that takes you back into the close proximity trees before you hit another short tabletop that almost caught me out from overjumping the landing. From here, it leads down into the set of long flowy berms and smaller pumps and jumps that will help you build up some speed before you hit the first of the ladder step downs where the trees open up. A few more berms and jumps and you hit the split between the blue and the black lines, with the black line taking you to the left. I prefer this line as it leads into some big tables, a small shark fin, followed by more tables, and then into the last big step down. So Barney, top to bottom. Nice little entry ramp to start and then a little right-hand berm, a couple of pump jumps to get over, just to build a bit of speed as you head towards the first tabletop section. It opens up through the trees and you've got 4 tabletop jumps to navigate, with the last one being the sort of left hip jump that leads you back into the trees again. Once you're back in the trees, it's nice and flowy here, no pedaling required and a couple of other small jumps. And nice tight trees, keeps you in the shade and looks mega when you're flying through. Here's the jump that's a bit short, leads into some more berms and a sort of little shark fin heading down the trail. Now this is the long bermy section, as pointed out in the video, that sort of builds you up and takes you down towards the ladder when it opens up again in a second. One more little tabletop, back in the trees, coming down now, and it starts to open up through this last little tree section, and then we'll be heading towards that ladder that we talked about. Here it comes, going to pedal into it and kind of huck off the end if you want to carry your speed. There is a beeline though, so it is quite friendly in that way. Back in the trees, some nice little berms, a couple little tabletop jumps again, just to keep you flowing, and then the left-hand turn into the black section. There's a big tabletop, heads into another little jump and a berm, and then into some other berms around through the trees. There's the shark fin, tabletop, and then tabletop again. One more tabletop before a right-hand berm that leads you slightly uphill and then down into the left-hand berm. This left-hand berm is where you want to carry your speed so you can really make sure that you make the most of this ladder. On this run I didn't. It was my first run through and unsighted, so I didn't go full send on it. And that's Barney, top to bottom. The trail is 1.1 kilometers in length with an average grade of minus 4.4 degrees. It will take a rider typically around 2 minutes to get from top to bottom, and the current KOM sits at 1:37. So trail rating, fun, definitely a 5. The reason is it's just a playful track. It's super fun, really playful, always interesting features, and really enjoyable to ride. Flow, it's a 5. Everything links together really well. The trail has some nice berms, some good jumps, and all those features just link together perfectly. Jank level, 0. There's no rock gardens, there's nothing to really trip you up. It's just fun flow trail. Technicality, gets a 3. The reason for that is there are some more advanced features on the black side of things. There are beelines around, but if you are going for the full run, it can be a little bit more technical. It's not super steep, but it just has some technicality to it. Pemberton as a trail town has always been really good. The Pump Hill network's fantastic. I just feel like the Arboretum adds to that. And Barney as a trail is just one of those places that makes you realize and remember why you started riding in the first place. It's fast, it's flowy, and it's also confidence building. As you ride, you really feel like you're a pro. But at the same time, it's got some technical features to it that really do keep you on your toes. If you haven't ridden Barney yet, what are you waiting for? Load your bikes, book yourself a cabin, and go find out for yourself. And as always, I'll see you out in the trails.